When you open an account through Asset Dedication, you have the option to work with our paperwork team. In this video, we'll show you how to fill out a new account form via the dashboard page. This works great if your client uses a single custodian, but if you use multiple custodians, you may elect to work directly with our paperwork team instead. To get started from the dashboard, click Open an Account. After the form loads, enter the primary advisor's email in the first column. Proceed through the form, entering information about the client. If our firm doesn't have the information on the client, we'll add a few questions to the form to gather what we need to open the account. If we do already have the client's information in our records, or through the custodian, we'll be able to pre-populate the account forms. We'll hide those details if you answer yes to this question. You also have the option of adding a co-client if applicable. If yes is selected, you can enter the co-client's name below and indicate whether or not we have their information on file. Next, select the number of accounts that you want to open here. In this example, we'll enter 2. Select a custodian. You can choose from Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or TD Ameritrade. Let's choose Schwab here. Now, indicate if you're the primary at the custodian. How do you determine that? If you have a direct relationship with the custodian you just selected, you're the primary. If you're working through Asset Dedication's relationship with the custodian, you would select No as the primary in this case, since technically you are acting as a sub-advisor. In either case, we'll work with you and your client in the same way. Next, you'll be asked if this is a new account. If so, we'll go ahead and open a new account. If the account exists and is already with your chosen custodian, there are a couple of scenarios to connect it to Asset Dedication. If the account has no advisor relationship, then select Already on the retail platform with the custodian, which will allow it to be easily moved over. If you are already managing the account, but have not yet connected it to Asset Dedication, we'll need to connect the account. If the account is with a different advisor at the custodian, the account number would stay the same. We would have the old advisor removed and the account connected to you and Asset Dedication. Let's review. The first option, yes, is a completely new account, or we're moving an account from one custodian to another. For the bottom 3 options, they're all no. The account is already at the designated custodian, in this example, Charles Schwab, but moving into Asset Dedication. Moving on. For the account type, we'll choose Traditional IRA. We'll leave the primary account holder as the client. Choose how the account will be funded. You can choose multiple options here, since sometimes the account will be funded from multiple sources. You can also select certain features that you would like added to the account, such as standing instructions or check writing. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to our paperwork team. We're happy to walk you through any of the steps. For the initial funding amount section, type in the amount of funds you expect to transfer. This allows our team to verify the amount in the account once it's funded. Also, select if there are recurring activities in the account, such as monthly deposits or withdrawals. Take advantage of the Extra Notes section, where you can describe more about the account. You could mention that this is an existing account, but that the client will also be rolling over an additional small 401k with a total account value of $500K. Notice the Account To information section below. This shows up since we selected earlier that we wanted to set up 2 accounts. You'll go through all of the steps again in a similar fashion. Under the Beneficiary section, you can add primary and contingent beneficiaries. A primary beneficiary is the person, people, or a trust who will be the first to inherit the assets from a retirement account or a transfer on death option that has been added to certain taxable accounts. Contingent beneficiaries are those who would inherit the assets in the event that all of the primary beneficiaries are already deceased. If you have beneficiary information filed with us, select Yes to use the existing information. If not, select your primary and contingent beneficiaries' relationship to you, along with their information, such as first name, last name, SSN, and birth date. In the case of multiple beneficiaries, the inheritance can be split evenly by selecting the dropdown. Towards the end of the form, you'll be prompted for follow-up information. Choose whether you or the end client should be contacted for follow-up if our paperwork team needs more information. Last of all, choose how we should deliver your documents. You can choose to receive the documents yourself or send them to the client for electronic signature or physical delivery via mail. Please select an expected document signing date as well. Now you're all set. Enter final notes and upload miscellaneous documents for our team. Remember, if transferring an account from a different custodian, we'll need you to upload documents, such as recent copies of account statements. If this is a trust, you need to attach trust documents as well. The more information you provide, the faster the process is going to be. To finalize everything, click Submit Form. Our paperwork team will take it from here.